what you're doing is you're providing information for us to be positive about the business. I mean, what you're doing is you're saying, look at the investments they're making, the stuff that you've published about Kyocera as an example, and what they're doing in inkjet is incredible. I mean, now they didn't get into where they're going to utilize this, but bet the ranch, Kyocera is going to become one of the biggest manufacturer in our industry in textile printing. And Konica Minolta is pretty damn close to being there right now because they own the textile company that they bought 11 years ago in Italy. So, and the only thing that prevented KM for not having textile printer in the United States, their product line, was COVID. And they may not want to discuss that, but guys, I said it, and I know historically that's the truth. But all that tells me that that's coming too. So I'm relying on you, Hiro, to keep me informed. So please know that. And my thought is, like when we were doing our survey this year, CJ did a great job, and his team and Mark, upgrading the survey in terms of the information we got. One of the big things we came away with, several different ways they were asking the question, what are your major concerns? What's the troubling thing going on? And I got to tell you that, dealers, as you know, and something like that are generally pretty open and honest. They're not attacking anyone. They're just saying how they feel. And I got to tell you, the feeling was not good. It was negative. They have concerns about their future and where the hell they're going. Now, the only thing that we feel that what you guys are doing can help them understand there is a future. And all you have to do is read Domo every month to see that these companies are where they need to develop more to their product line, additional products. They're the ones that are doing all the things to inspire diversification.
Frank, you hit the nail on the head, and I'm gonna poke Hiro-san to follow up with this a little bit because he's a little humble. But everything you said is true. The numbers are the numbers, but what the Domo report does, it gives optimism and hope and insight. Oh, look who's investing here, or look at this company's planning on doing X, Y, and Z, or Sharp is investing in AI, whatever it is. He's giving a perspective of optimism. So, everyone understands print and all of that. But the other thing I would mention too, the beauty of Hiro is the fact that when he goes to Japan, like he just did for 6 weeks, he's not just going to the news. He's just not going, just something you can Google. He's visiting these companies. Mm-hmm. And many of the companies are not even known here yet. So, I want to kind of poke Hiro-san a little bit. If you can expand on that for Frank, what did you learn on this last trip? That's interesting.
Yeah, that was a great trip, from many aspects. And I made a great visit with new companies, meeting my old friends over there as well. And as a matter of fact, I came up with 3 new product opportunities, including both hardware and software, AI driven. And so when we started the consortium, and then, when we saw the, office printing is started getting, shrunk, especially after the COVID, we wanted to help the industry by providing the opportunity to find new technologies, new companies, new people, especially from Japan, so that they can diversify, their business. I'm not just telling adding new products, but the best operating way to deal with not just adopting new products, but also streamlining their system or a partnership, including existing partners and the new partners, like for the product I'm trying to bring from Japan to the US. So understanding what your existing partners, your OEM partners doing is very, very crucial, number one. Number two, based on what they are doing, you should learn from them. What should be the thing, you can do as a dealers or workplace service providers. Expanding your, print business beyond print or beyond the office by adopting those new technologies and, companies, new products. So that's what I've been trying to help. And again, fortunately, I've got the three new, opportunities, found over there in Japan this time.
Why don't you tell people how easy it is to subscribe?
Yeah,
They-
just
it's-
yeah, just email me, Hiro at stramaglioconsulting.com if you're interested. I'll send you a sample, some samples. Yeah, if you like it, just to tell me, I'll put you on the distribution list. And it is $600 for the listeners to this Cannata thing, for year. So $50 per month. So that if you can see the value, from that report, quarterly report, for all the OEMs financing, financials, and also the weekly newsletter, we issue. So I believe, you can find some good information, data, and insights there. And I love to hear, get some emails, after this video.
Well, because of you, I am really attuned to what KM, Kyocera, and Rico are looking at for the future. Because of you. So that influences me as an analyst when I look at what they're doing. And we have opportunities, as you do, to talk one-on-one to dealers, and some will tell you about, well, I don't like this. Be patient. You got some things coming that are really going to make your life a hell of a lot easier and better and happier. But personally, it's for me, it is so refreshing to be able to listen to somebody, read what somebody is putting together that's coming from where the industry is really based. It's in Japan. We all know that. That's no secret. So, at any rate, I can't thank you guys enough for what you're doing. And I can only urge all of our audience, guys, get a life, subscribe. All right? It's that simple. $600, and you're going to learn more about your suppliers than anybody is going to tell you. That's all I can say. And thank you guys for being with us today. It was a real pleasure.
Well, Frank, if I can add a closing comment, we thank you because you have the courage and the willingness to be able to look at the Domo report and see it for what it is. And you took the initiative to encourage people. I know Hiro-san is very grateful. I'm very grateful. And we'll see you in November at the fantastic Cannata Gala.
There you go. Thank you, Mike. November
welcome.
19th, by the way, save that date.